Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You've got a couple of powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10, and statements can be made in this one. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Bolden. He was hoping for something a little more dire.
At the 20.
Get him on the ground at the 20. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll give it to him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He leaves it with his back. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Looking to scramble. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Slings it downfield. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
That's reeled in. It's held. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ball.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Using the quick game. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Running back goes in motion. Touch pass on the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass that could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. The throw to the outside is complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, looking to throw. The quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea. And when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Golden. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
To throw, it's Ewers. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Quickly to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. He wants to throw it again. Coming after it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up the big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. And the junior was late on the release, and he threw it behind him. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back at the 30. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
Right place, right time. Linebackers are usually big physical guys you see play the run a lot. Hard to get 2 interceptions in a game. Special player making special plays.
They'll give it to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short, and no doubt about it, an easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And he'll be brought down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return.
Texas.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Moves around to clear up the vision. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And the Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half.
Texas.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback moving. On the run, fires downfield. Finds space on the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to... I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Take this one away. Texas.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Complete to the right. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. Dropping back, it's Ewers. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And that's a live ball. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
Pulls and fires complete. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses, every year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. From the gun, the running back has it. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Plows through the defense. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On third down, he drops the throw. Got it behind the line. It's Judkins. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Coming out with it, it's Golden. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return with that small change. They take over at the 43. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, the inside give. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.